Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Lovington Wildcat Baseball on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and the Lovington Sports tab at HobbsAmerica.com. This afternoon's district contest is brought to you by Lovington Auto Supply, the Lovington Schools, Eunice Pump and Supply, Bob's Thriftway, the Lee County Electric Cooperative, and Now Pharmacy. Alongside Dawn Morgan, I'm TJ Miracle. Thanks for letting us be a part of your Thursday afternoon. A warm, windy one, 93 degrees as we get ready to start this one, and the wind's blowing out, and we're seeing gusts up to 30 miles an hour. So important today, Dawn, for the Lovington Wildcats, if they can, to get the victory and try and climb back into the district race.
Yeah, they've got to really work on, and it just starts with fundamentals and every out they can. They've got to play really solid ball against an always tough Artesia team, well coached, full of talent, and Lovington just has to be very focused today.
Well, and that's what it's going to be about, is focusing. Of course, we're down to just 6 games left in the district season. We've got the single game today, a doubleheader in Artesia tomorrow, and then next week against Portales, 1 game here on Thursday, and then the doubleheader up there on Friday. So if the Cats, who have not had quite the season they want, 4-14 on the year, 0-3 in district, want to have any chance at the playoffs, they have got to start clicking off some wins and doing it fast.
Yep, running out of time. All teams are at this point. They're kind of looking and projecting and seeing exactly what they have to do. So their desires, have to equal intent, and the intent has to turn into reality, and they have to make it happen.
Well, they certainly do, and let's go ahead and take a look at the lineups for this one. We will start with the visiting Artesia Bulldogs. Leading off and playing second will be Devin Franco. Batting second is the DH, Nathan Tulier. Batting third and pitching will be Josh Madrid. Hitting in the 4 slot, playing center field will be Davian Molina. Batting fifth, playing first, Barrett Fisher. Batting sixth, playing in left field will be Cody Johnson. Don't think he's the country star. Batting seventh, playing shortstop will be Nia Estrada. Batting in the 8th slot is the right fielder Seth Morris. And batting ninth and playing third will be Julian Rodriguez. Their catcher is Frankie Galindo, and that's who Tulier will be batting for. For the Lovington Wildcats, leading it off and catching will be Jaden Hernandez. Batting second is the center fielder, Cayman Ochoa. Batting third and playing at second base will be Micah Pondo. Batting fourth, playing in left field today will be Victor Tejeda. Batting sixth and playing shortstop, Jonathan Aceves. Batting sixth and pitching will be Cesar Salinas. Batting seventh, playing third base, Ryan Weiser. Batting eighth, playing first, Nick Parra. And batting in the 9 slot and playing in right field will be Damian Nava.
All right, so actually I've got Devin Fierro. I saw that as Fierro on as the number 6, Devin Fierro, the leadoff.
I'll take your word
batter.
for it.
But I haven't seen the lineup. I haven't looked back at the lineup, but that's what I thought it was.
I bet you're right.
Okay.
Coach,
right.
Not to make fun of Coach Ortiz from Artesia, but his handwriting's worse than mine, so
Okay.
It's a little like reading hieroglyphics and trying to figure it all out. Or I could have written down Fierro, and I just can't read my own handwriting. That is entirely possible as well.
I also had thought that Nathan Taylor, the DH, was going to be batting for the pitcher, Josh Madrid, but you say he's batting for the catcher, Frankie Galindo?
Yes, that's
Okay.
that's. Let me double check that.
Okay.
Based on what we were sent, and I say that I'm the one that got the lineup. So, yeah, he is batting in place of Galindo.
Okay.
And
All
you're
right
right, it is Fierro, and I just wrote it down wrong. So.
All right, so that's okay. We're even, because I've got my book all screwed up with the DH and the 1. That's okay.
Well, if our books aren't a little messed up, it's just not a good day for baseball, especially since we both do our books in pen, which makes things even a bit more of an adventure.
True. Well, I'll be busy with the camera and the score bug, so not a lot of bookkeeping for me anyway. So.
Well, and I'm still trying to write things down and the positioning charts and everything else, as Coach Deck and Coach Ortiz will meet at home plate with our umpires, getting ready for the start of this one. Must-win games for the Lovington Wildcats. 4-14, 0-3 in district. For Artesia, they are 11-9, and they are 3-0 in district. So right now they are tied with Goddard for the district lead. As the Wildcats come out, I guess we are not going to have a national anthem today, so as we get ready for the start of this one, we will go ahead and set the Wildcats for you. Your battery for today's game is Salinas and Hernandez. Infield, first to third, will be Parra, Pondo, Aceves and Weiser. And your outfield from left to right will be Tejeda, Ochoa, and Nava.
Is it Weiser or is it Weiser?
Weiser.
Okay.
I am going to make myself a note on that.
Right.
So, all right, Weiser. I want to get everybody's name right.
Yeah.
So
I had a teacher in Hobbs, and I don't know if this player might be related to her or not, but that's the reason why I knew. Same spelling, and she pronounced it Weiser. So shout out to Mrs. Weiser.
There you go. Not the most common name, I would bet for sure, as I continue to furiously scribble down things in my book.
Selena's out on the mound taking warm-up pitches.
And, of course, I started it backwards, so it's really an adventure for me here.
And Lovington fielders are taking their final little infield warm-up as well. Nice sunshine and heat today, but it is gusty and breezy, as you mentioned. A little dirt and dust in the air, and the wind strong enough to probably play with the ball just a little bit. As you mentioned, it's out, which means it's blowing from behind us out straight towards center field, and just a little bit from the south, a little bit right to left, as well as blowing from behind us out. So it may create a little carry for balls that are close to being out anyway, and may send those over the fence, getting a little help from Mother Nature with home run balls if any players are going to be swinging for the fences.
Yeah, that's right. If you get one up, it could carry out of here. That is a definite possibility. So first up for the Artesia Bulldogs, it'll be Fierro. The righty will step in. Artesia in the road orange uniforms with the white letters and numbers, gray pants. For your Wildcats, they are in the home whites with the royal blue letters and numbers, and of course Lovington on the jerseys. So here we go as Salinas is settled in, as the right-hander will kick and deliver. The first pitch is going to be inside, ball one. So we are underway, game 4 of the district slate. Lovington and Artesia, the Cats versus the Dogs. Salinas gets the sign from Hernandez and fires the 1-0 and swing and a miss, so leaving things up 1 ball and 1 strike. So it's a 1 ball, 1 strike count. We are underway, top of the first inning. Salinas, pretty quick worker, has his sign. He's ready to go, and the 1-1 is going to be low and away, ball number 2.
Just one game today, and then tomorrow, Lovington will be on the road for the doubleheader at Artesia.
Outfield playing about 3/4 of the way back, straightaway infield in slightly, and that one is going to be hammered to deep left field. That one's going back, and that one is going to be off the wall. Getting to it quickly is Tejeda and firing it in to Aceves, but it'll be a leadoff double is sliding in under the relay throw, and the tag of Pondo. In safe is Fierro as he drilled that one, and it will be a leadoff double for the Artesia Bulldogs.
So a man in scoring position for Artesia. No outs here in the top of the first.
And just sitting back on that fastball, looked like it was kind of just kind of moved in and was screaming, hit me, and that's exactly what happened right there. So that'll bring up their DH, Tullier, to the plate. And he'll take the first pitch, and he will go right center, and that one is back, and that one is a no-doubter. It is gone. It is a 2-run blast for the DH, Tullier, and 2 runs just like that on the board for the Artesia Bulldogs. So Taylor blasted that one. So Taylor got that one and absolutely parked it. He was sitting on that pitch, Don.
Yeah, absolutely waiting for that. And, you could kind of still hear the echo in the booth about, if balls, if anybody swings for the fences, the ball's going to get a little help going out. I think that would have gone out no matter.
So now to be Josh Madrid to the plate. Bases are clear. Madrid, the pitcher, is a lefty for this Bulldog squad. So Salinas just has to shake it off, has the sign, kicks and fires outside, ball 1. As a pitcher, Don, after you give up the gopher ball, do you kind of have to recenter for just a minute?
Yeah, you do. You just have to kind of refocus and decide, okay, can't do anything about what's gone. Now you just focus on your batter in front of you.
So the 1-0 pitch, and that one is swung on. It's a hard shot on the ground, and sliding over is Pondo, not able to get to it, and it'll sneak through to Nava in right field, and then it's going to be airmailed coming back in. Salinas backs it up, and that'll hold Madrid to at a single anyway, but it'll hold him over at first. And so Artesia just going to try and keep the line moving. Now Davian Molina to the plate, the center fielder, another lefty. We'll have a courtesy runner come into the ball game. Double check that number. I believe it was number 4. Okay, that'll be
Jesse LaRoche.
So LaRoche. So now Molina to the plate, the lefty. Will take the first pitch. It's a good curveball, and it's in there, called strike 1.
Yeah, nice pitch on the inside corner.
So a no ball, 1 strike count. Runner at first is LaRoche. Parra holds him on. Salinas from the stretch, going to check on LaRoche. Now he'll set at the belt, come to the plate, swung on, and that's a line shot right into the glove of Pondo, who fires it over to Parra for the double play as LaRoche got caught sleeping off of first. So it'll turn into a 4-3 double play, and there are 2 down for the Bulldogs here in this top of the first inning.
Very nice.
So been a good break for the Cats.
Very good.
So now it'll be Barrett Fisher to the plate. Fisher, the first baseman. Open stance in the right side box. Salinas has his sign, the high kick and the pitch swung on, and that one is going to be popped up and is heading to the parking lot. Strike 1. It's here at the home of the Cats, Wildcat Park Field Stadium. So it's a no ball, 1 strike count. Barrett Fisher is the batter. 2-0, Artesia in the lead, and 0-1 count to Fisher at the plate. Salinas has the sign and kicks and fires, and that one going to miss low and away. Even things up, 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1 ball, 1 strike count to Hayda playing quite a bit further back now. Nava also playing fairly back in right field. And a 1-1 pitch on the way, and Mitchell will take that one, and that one is heading to the parking lot. Please don't hit the blue Toyota. Strike 2.
Caught just a piece of that toward the end of his bat, just a little under and a little bit late.
So a 1 ball, 2 strike count. Cesar ready to go, gets the sign. Takes a deep breath, and now he's going to come set as Hernandez sets up outside, and the 1-2 pitch swung on and missed. Ring him up and sit him down. Down goes Fisher for out number 3, but the damage is done on a 2-run dinger by Taylor. We've played a half inning. It's Artesia 2, Lovington coming to bat. This is Wildcat Baseball on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com.
It's no secret, at some point you'll have a question or need to replace or fix something on your vehicle. Whether your vehicle's new or ancient, Lovington Auto Supply is your trusted advisor when you need dependable auto parts. Not only do they have the parts you need, they have real answers to your real automotive questions, and that helps keep your vehicle running longer and stronger. Quality parts, helpful people. Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington, your Napa Auto Store.
The Lovington School District encourages you to support our local youth. Lovington Wildcats fight through difficulties with perseverance and grace. Lovington has the best school district in Lee County and are Wildcat proud. The Lovington School District thanks everyone for the tremendous support and understanding as we continue to learn and grow through the ever-changing times. So listen up and join in as the Lovington School District says, "Good luck, Wildcats. We are so proud of you."
For Artesia in the top of the first, they get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors committed by the Cats, and nobody left on base. After a half inning, it's 2-0 in favor of Artesia. Leading it off for your Lovington Wildcats, it'll be Jaden Hernandez. He'll be followed by Cayman Ochoa and Micah Pondo. So that's 1, 2, 3 for the Cats. For Artesia in the field, Madrid is the pitcher. Galindo is his battery mate. Fisher, Fierro, Estrada, and Rodriguez first to third. Johnson, Molina, and Morris in the outfield from left to right. Madrid is a lefty. So Lovington going to have to deal with the little bit different look and the little bit different delivery as Hernandez will step in. The catcher for the Cats leads it off, and the big lefty kicks and fires, and it is high and in for ball number 1. 1 ball, no strike count. Outfield for the Bulldogs playing straight away about 2/3 of the way back, and the 1-0 pitch, and took something off of that one, an off-speed changeup, and it'll nip the outside corner and even things up at 1 ball and 1 strike. So it's a 1 ball, 1 strike count. Madrid a fairly quick worker, and the 1-1 pitch, fastball, and that one's going to be low and in. So now it's a 2 ball, 1 strike count. 2-1, Jaden Hernandez. is the hitter. As Madrid deals, swung on and missed, and I think that one would have been outside, but Jaden was looking for something and thought he had what he wanted.
Right, a little bit out, a little high as well. Kind of swatted a little bit up at that one.
So evens the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. So the 2-2 count as Madrid ready. The high leg kick for the lefty, swung on and missed as down goes Hernandez swinging for out number 1. So 1 down for the Cats here in the bottom of the first inning, trailing by 2. And now Ochoa will step to the plate. So Ochoa, the center fielder. Fairly neutral stance as he settles in towards the back of the right side box. You take on Madrid, and Madrid will kick and fire, and that one is going to be right at the letters on the outside corner, called strike 1.
Ochoa playing center field for Lovington.
Ochoa back in. And the 0-1 pitch fastball, and that one's going to come inside at the knees. Kind of buckled Ochoa just a little bit. But now he's seen it. He's ready for it. No balls, 2 strikes. So the 0-2 count with 1 down. Ochoa is the hitter. And the 0-2 delivery swung on and gets a piece of that one to stay alive. Fouled it down off the plate. It bounces out in front. Galindo gets to it, gets it back to Madrid.
Count remains 0-2.
No, 0-2. Ochoa fought one off to stay alive. Madrid didn't waste the pitch. He came right at him going for the out. And the 0-2 pitch fastball swung on and missed, and back-to-back Ks to start the game for Madrid. And there's 2 down for the Cats. That'll be Micah Pondo to the plate. Pondo playing second here in game number 1. We'll say I'm kind of digging the gold spikes out there. The gold Adidas looks like as Pondo will settle in, slightly open stance. 2 down for the Cats. And the first pitch will be right in there, called strike 1. No ball, 1 strike count. I not see a better pitch than that all day, but Pondo watches it. And the 0-1 delivery, and whoop, that one's a little up and in. And it'll even things up, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Madrid, such a quick worker. I mean, he gets set right up on the rubber, and then as soon as he knows that the batter's ready, he's into his delivery.
1-1 pitch on the way, swung on, and that'll be a hard shot. And that one's going to get past Rodriguez as he was expecting a hop that he just did not get. And so now the question will be, is that a hit or an error?
Yeah.
Either way, it'll put Pondo at first.
I think it's a hit because I think it did kind of hit that little area where the grass ends.
The scorekeeper going to say because he didn't get down on it, it is an error.
An error? Well, okay then.
So it'll be an E5. Pondo reaches on the air. Now Victor Tejeda to the plate with a runner at first. Fisher holding on Pondo over there, and the first pitch is going to be at the letters, strike 1. Oh, a no ball, 1 strike count. And I think they're going to say on that error it's because he just kind of olayed it a little bit.
Okay.
So a no ball, 1 strike count from the stretch. Madrid checks on Pondo over at first. Still checks on him. Now he's ready, and the 0-1 pitch took something off of that one, and Tejeda swings through strike number 2. So quickly a no ball, 2 strike count. Cats trailing 2-0, but have a man on via the error here in the first. You got to take advantage of the errors and the base runners against a team like Artesia.
Right.
Really against, any team.
Get a 2-out rally going. Get your base running.
0-2 pitch, runner goes, and that one is going to be fouled back to the screen. So trying an 0-2 hit and run is Coach Deck. Pondo got a good jump, though. I think he would have been safe. And, of course, if Tejeda gets the hit on that, he's standing at third easily. Pondo pretty good speed over there as Fisher will hold him on. Oh, the lefty Madrid will check on him. Pretty good lead in the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, and strike 3. And so Madrid works around a 2-out error to strike out the side. We've played an inning. It's Artesia 2, Lovington nothing. Wildcat Baseball continues in a moment on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com.
Attention shoppers, Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called SmartHub. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime, with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the SmartHub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcecnet.com and look for the SmartHub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with SmartHub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
No runs, no hits, one error for Artesia, and one runner left on for the Wildcats. We've played an inning, Artesia leading 2-0. Cody Johnson leads it off. He'll be followed by Nia Estrada, and then Seth Morris, 6, 7, and 8, due up for the Bulldogs with a 2-run lead. With Don Morgan alongside, I'm TJ Miracle as Salinas ready on the hill, and he'll kick and fire, and that one sweeps across. Good pitch, strike one.
Yep, nice way to start off the inning.
So now he'll settle back in. By him, I mean Johnson. Salinas will settle back in on the hill. Gets the sign from Hernandez in the 0-1 pitch. Fastball swung on. Little line shot going to bounce and die in the glove of Pondo, but he boots it, fires it over to first, but not going to be in time. And so it'll be the E4 for Johnson. And so there is now one on and nobody out, as Pondo just had a little trouble transferring that from the glove to the hand on, and it's going to cost him a base runner here.
Definitely is, and you can't afford to give the other team, especially Artesia, anything.
So now it'll be Estrada, the shortstop, to the plate for the Bulldogs. As from the stretch, Venus will check on the runner. Now comes to the plate, swung on. That is a chopper. Weiser will get it. He bobbles, going to go to second, but it's going to pull Aceves off of the bag, and so everybody will be safe. And so back-to-back errors on the Wildcats have got the Bulldogs in business here in the top of the second. So now to be Seth Morris, the right fielder, to the plate, number 8 hitter. A couple of errors so far hurting the Cats. You have to Cesar now to just put it behind him and work around it. Want to try and get the bottom of the order. First pitch, good one in there on the inside corner, called strike one. Tejeda and Nava playing deep in the corner outfield. Ochoa a couple of steps over towards left center, about 2/3 of the way back. Johnson leads off a second, Estrada off a first, and Salinas going to fire, and did they get him? No! How did they miss that? Aceves puts on the tag, and I think kind of doing his best limbo. How low can you go, and how far back can you stretch yourself? And Johnson did just enough to get the toe back on the bag before Aceves got the tag on. As coming out to ask about it is Coach Dack talking to the field umpire. And he's just going to kind of shake his head and stalk back towards his own dugout. So everybody's safe. So the umpire going to say something to Aceves like, yep, you just missed him. He got his toe in. You swept over the toe and got him on the chest, and his toe got there before your glove did. It was very close out there either way. And the 0-1 pitch, Morris shows bunt, pulls it back, and that one going to hit the outside corner at the knees. Beautiful pitch from Salinas. That one had some tricky movement on it, and it was dying off on the left side, and that will run the count 0-2 to Morris. 2 on, nobody out. Johnson playing a little more conservatively over there this time. And the 0-2 pitch swung on, and that one is going to be popped up, and that one heads to the parking lot. And so the count will stay 0-2. 2-0 our score. Artesia in the lead and threatening here in the top of the second. On an 0-2 count to Morris. You can't worry about the base runners as much. You'd love to get a hard grounder, something you could turn a double play on here. And the 0-2 pitch, that one is going to bounce and get away from Hernandez and go all the way over to the screen. And so that's going to move everybody over on the wild pitch. Estrada to second and Johnson to third, and it's ball one to Morris. So now it takes off the chances for a conventional double play. And it takes the force off of third and off of second, too. So now it's a 1-ball, 2-strike count. Salinas with the big breath and the 1-2 pitch, and that one going to sweep outside. And things even up, 2 balls and 2 strikes. A little bit breezy, but a warm, nice afternoon all in all for baseball here in Lovington. Of course, we got a doubleheader tomorrow over in Artesia. 2-2 pitch from Cesar swung on, and that one is going to be hammered to deep left field. Going back is Tejeda, and at the wall, misplays it. It is going to bounce and then roll all the way to the line. That's going to score 1. That is going to score 2, and holding up at second is Morris, and he'll slide in. And so, question is now, will they consider that a hit because it was right up on the wall? I think we're going to make that a double because it was right up on the wall. Hard for them to get. And yep, it will be a 2 RBI double. So the 2 RBI double, because that was a little tricky right up on the wall. So the 2 RBI double for Morris, and now it's 4-0 just like that in favor of Artesia. So runner at second is Morris. Now Rodriguez, the third baseman, and he's going to show bunt. Now he'll pull it back and he'll swing and pop it up into shallow center field. Going over is Pondo and Aceves. Aceves calls it and jumps out for it, but could not get to it. Trying to, but just going to fall where he couldn't get to it. Really, that's almost like a Texas leaguer. Hit him where they ain't, and that's where it is. And so it'll be another hit for Artesia. It'll put runners at first and second on just a little bloop Texas leaguer to center. Well, now it'll be Devin Fierro to the plate. He had a ringing double to left to lead the game off. Artesia still nobody out here in this top of the second inning. And runners again at first and second. Rodriguez at first, Morris at second. And so now Fierro, the leadoff hitter, will step in with nobody out. Salinas checks on the runners now. He'll come to the plate. Swung on. That's a hard chopper. Charging in is Aceves. Can't get anybody at second. Fires across the diamond, but not going to be in time. It'll be an infield single for Fierro. Wow, Lovington just cannot seem to buy a break right now, Dawn.
Nope.
Morris at third, Rodriguez at second, and Fierro now at first.
They've made some errors, but they've also just had some bad luck. Caught some bad breaks, too.
And so now it'll be Nathan Taylor to the plate. He hit the 2-run dinger out to right his last time up. So now he's got the bases full of his teammates and a 4-0 lead. Salinas going to shake off Hernandez. And now timeout going to be asked for by Taylor and granted.
And these Artesia hitters are stepping up to the plate, and many times they are hitting the first pitch that they see.
Yeah, if they see something they like, they've got the green light from Coach Ortiz to go for it. And the first pitch to Taylor, and that one's going to be on the outside corner. Salinas took just a touch off of that one for strike one.
Nice pitch.
I think he was thinking maybe Taylor's looking dead red, and so take a little off of it, see if you can time up a little bit.
Force on any base if they get an infield hit.
0-1 pitch, that fastball going to miss away, even things up 1-1.
Oh,
Looked pretty
close,
good,
though.
and the
Yep.
throwback is going to bounce out of the glove. Kind of short-armed there by Hernandez and Salinas.
Luckily, nobody thought they could make anything out of that. Of course, with bases loaded, your lead runner has to be willing to go, or there's no place to put you.
So it'll be a 1-ball, 1-strike count. Bases are loaded. Nowhere to put Taylor, the DH. Taylor kind of waggles the bat in the 1-1 pitch outside, ball 2. Again, you know Taylor's got park power. Of course, Madrid right behind him is no bargain either. Somebody with an interesting horn in the parking lot. There's the General Lee, the old Dodge Charger out there. The 2-1 pitch swung on, and that one is going to be popped up over on the left side. Aceves goes into shallow left, and he will make the grab on the pop out for out number 1 as Taylor wanting the grand slam and gets under that one and will pop out for the first out. So now it'll be Madrid to the plate. He singled back in the first, was left stranded at first. So another lefty coming up for the Bulldogs. Cats in a jam here. A hard double play grounder would be ideal right now. So infield not playing in like they're going to cut it off. They're at double play depth. And the first pitch comes to Madrid, and that fastball will be away for ball 1. 1-0 count, outfield playing deep, especially Nava and Tejeda, right and left respectively.
We're in the top of the second inning. Artesia's leading 4-0. 1 out now, and bases are loaded.
1-ball, no strike count. Madrid, the pitcher, trying to help his own cause here. And the 1-0 pitch, and that one took a little bit off of it. Hits the outside corner at the knees, evens it up at 1-1. You got Fierro at first, Rodriguez at second, Morris at third. A double, a single, then a pop out. That's how we get to the 1-1 count with one out, but the base is juiced for the team in orange. Salinas checks on the runners, and the 1-1 pitch swung on, and that's a line shot. Going to be knocked down by Parra. He's going to go to second, and Aceves will get it. It will score the run as Parra knocks it down, and so that'll get Morris across for run number 5. And they will get Fierro 3-6 for out number 2. And so Madrid will reach on the fielder's choice and will have an RBI. And so that will move Rodriguez to third, and Madrid stands at first. And so now with Bulldogs at the corners, it'll be Molina. He grounded into a double play back in the first. And he'll look, and the first pitch will be outside to Molina, ball 1. Oh, 1 ball, no strike count. Bulldogs threatening, have put 3 across this inning. Lovington trying to limit the damage. Salinas takes the long look in. Hernandez sets up on the inside. And the 1-0 pitch, runner off and going as a hit and run on, but fouled for strike 1. The trotting back will be Madrid. Or did they put a courtesy runner in? Put LaRoche back in.
Right.
Not sure if he'll turn around and I can catch a number. Nope, now they're going to put
number 4, LaRoche.
Now they're going to put LaRoche back in. So Madrid was running for himself, but now they put LaRoche in. That's how you say it. That's how
LaRoche.
That's
okay.
how our counterparts from Artesia are saying it, so that's what I'll go with. So the 1 ball, 1 strike count. Bulldogs at the corners. Can't worry about him with 2 down. Molina at the plate. Salinas deals the 1-1. That one is popped up on the right side of the infield. Pondo goes out into shallow right field and will make the grab for out number 3. But the Bulldogs put 3 more on the board and send 8 to the plate. After an inning and a half, it's Artesia 5, Lovington nothing. More Wildcat baseball coming up from the Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports.
We're the pharmacy that you've trusted for over 75 years. Being open for that length of time can only happen with consistency, service, and local engagement. Now Pharmacy has supported the local youth in City of Lovington for over 75 years. When you need a pharmacist, you can trust that Now Pharmacy will be there for your needs. Go by Now Pharmacy located at 122 West Adams in Lovington today. Now Pharmacy, a proud supporter of the Lovington Wildcats.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
In the top of the second, Artesia gets 3 runs on 3 hits. The Wildcats commit 2 errors, and 2 runners are left on. We head to the bottom of the second. It's Aceves, Salinas, and Weiser. It is 5, 6, and 7 due up for the Cats with a 5-run hole to dig out of, Dawn.
Well, the heart of the order that gives us hope that they can get something started, and got to have base runners, but once they're on, got to be able to move them around. Timely hitting and good base running. Just need to get a couple of scores across the board right here.
Yeah, if you can get them back, it changes the complexion of the game, even just a couple. So Madrid ready to go on the hill, and he'll fire away for ball 1 to Aceves. Jonathan usually pretty consistent at the bat. So Madrid has decided to go fully out of the stretch now, and he'll deal, and that one is going to be at the knees and even things up at 1-1 on the fastball.
An interesting choice with nobody on.
Well,
going into the stretch. Some pitchers
more comfortable in the stretch, and maybe Madrid
true.
is. Lindo down giving the signs, and the 1-1 pitch on the way, and throws that fastball on the outside corner, and Aceves takes a hack at it, comes up empty, and will run the count to 1-2.
It's interesting. He did not pitch from the stretch in the first inning, though.
No, until he got to the man on via the error.
Right.
He did not. So now he's from the stretch, gets his sign. And the 1-2 pitch, and that breaking ball is in there, called strike 3. That's the 4th K of the ball game for Madrid, and there is 1 down for the Cats. That was a knee buckler. It broke late. Broke over the inside corner. Aceves not able to pull the trigger on it. So now it'll be Salinas to the plate, the pitcher with a chance to help his own cause here. So now Madrid is going to be ready, and he'll deal to Cesar, and that one is high for ball one. Oh, a no ball, one strike count, one down, bottom of the second. Cats in a 5-0 hole here. Try and find a way to dig out of it. The 1-0 pitch swung on and missed, and evens the count at 1-1. Salinas at the plate. Johnson and Morris in the corners. Straight away, Molina in center. Straight away to the 1-1 pitch, and a swing and a miss as Salinas reaches out for one that I think would have been a ball outside. Maybe just a little bit antsy, and it becomes a 1-2 pitch, and swung on. That one's lifted into shallow right field. Charging up is Morris, and catching it right in the palm of the glove. Almost overran that one. It'll be a fly out to right for out number 2. So 2 down for the Cats. And that'll be Weiser to the plate.
Good
third
solid
baseman.
Good solid contact by Salinas, though. Gave it a ride. You just wish he had gone a little deeper with it or shorter just to fall in there for a hit.
And I think maybe it hangs up in the wind a little bit and gets a little bit of that carry and gives the runner or the fielder time to get to it. And the first pitch to Ryan is going to be on the outside corner, strike one. So an 0-ball, 1 strike count, 2 down for the Cats. Weiser can find a way on. Parra waits on deck. The 0-1 pitch, check swing, did he go? Appeal down to first, and they're going to say that he did break the plane. And so that'll even it up at 0-2. That one was very close. And so the field judge on that one making the call, and it's now 0-2. Madrid will set up. Lindo sets up inside. And the 0-2 pitch curveball, and that one is going to be inside. It's away from Galindo. Nobody on, so not
no
really
harm.
A big deal. So the count will stay at 1-2. So a 1-ball, 2 strike count. Bottom of the second inning. Cats need runners to get out of this hole, and the 1-2 pitch swung on, and that one is going to be fouled into the Artesia dugout. So we'll reset it 1-2.
Good to see him, though, reaching, spoiling one off. It could have been hanging on the outside corner, called a strike. So good to see him protect the plate on that.
Yeah, a little bit late on the swing.
Right.
Cats so far not adjusted. Madrid throws fairly high heat. And the 1-2 pitch swung on and missed as he got him with the curveball. For out number 3, the Cats go 1-2-3 in the second. We head to the third. Artesia 5, Lovington yet to get on the board. This is Wildcat Baseball on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and the Lovington tab at HobbsAmerica.com.
It's no secret, at some point you'll have a question or need to replace or fix something on your vehicle. Whether your vehicle's new or ancient, Lovington Auto Supply is your trusted advisor when you need dependable auto parts. Not only do they have the parts you need, they have real answers to your real automotive questions, and that helps keep your vehicle running longer and stronger. Quality parts, helpful people. Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington, your Napa Auto Store.
The Lovington School District encourages you to support our local youth. Lovington Wildcats fight through difficulties with perseverance and grace. Lovington has the best school district in Lee County and our Wildcat proud. The Lovington School District thanks everyone for the tremendous support and understanding as we continue to learn and grow through the ever-changing times. So listen up and join in as the Lovington School District says, good luck, Wildcats. We are so proud of you.
The Cats go 1-2-3 in the bottom of the second. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. We head to the top of the third. It'll be Barrett Fisher, Cody Johnson, Nia Estrada, 5, 6, and 7. Due up for the Bulldogs with a 5-0 lead. Alina's still on the hill, and he'll fire the first one to Fisher, and that one is going to run outside for ball number 1. Fisher struck out back in the first. He is 0 for 1. Ends it out. It's a 1-0 count to the first baseman for the Bulldogs at the plate. Salinas ready to go. Hernandez sets up inside. The 1-0 pitch swung on. That one is popped up over on the right side. Parra charges over, but going to watch that one go out and came down right in front of the Artesia dugout. The Lovington faithful kind of not happy that the pursuit was curtailed on that one. And it looked like the wind was going to blow it out. Either way, it evens the count at 1-1 to Fisher. And so a 1 ball, 1 strike count. Salinas deals, swung on, and that one will be in the air to shallow right field. Coming in, and that one's going to fall into no man's land as Pondo will get to it. But it is a Texas leaguer, the very definition of it for Fisher. So the leadoff single to right, and there is one on. And so now it'll be Cody Johnson to the plate. Johnson reached on an error, so he is 0 for 1, but he did score in that 3-run second for Artesia. As Fisher did not get just a whole lot of that one, Don, but just enough to hit it where they ain't, as the old saying goes.
Fell in for a hit.
So Johnson will step in 0 for 1, but he did score when he reached via the error. And a pickoff attempt, and a nice move there from Salinas. Backing under the tag of Parra is Fisher. Salinas from the stretch. Wave the arm, and now he's ready. Going to set at the belt, and another pickoff attempt, and back in safely again is Fisher. Of course, tomorrow, doubleheader over at Artesia. 5 o'clock first game. Second game immediately following tomorrow. And the pitch swung on, and that'll be a hard shot on the ground. Weiser will get to it, goes to second, and Pondo turns, goes to first in time to turn the 5-4-3 twin killing. And that'll wipe the Bulldogs off the bases, and there are 2 down as Nia Estrada will come to the plate. That one was
nicely turned.
Nicely turned.
It was.
Through to Pondo to Parra. Has almost the kind of ring that Tinker to Evers to Chance has. As Estrada will step in. Easter to Pondo to Parra. I kind of like it. It works. So 2 down now, and that one's going to be hammered foul down the third baseline. Strike 1 to Estrada. 1 ball, 1 strike count.
Way out in front of that one.
Yes, he was. Salinas ready to go back from the regular line. Gets his sign from Hernandez. Sets up a little bit on the outside, and the 0-1 pitch. Fastball swung on. That one is going to be hit high in the air to deep left field. That's going back towards the scoreboard, and that one is gone. As shooting that one out of here to left, Estrada, the shortstop, has the second dinger of the ball game for the Bulldogs, and that makes it a 6-0 lead for Artesia. Now that one, I'm not sure if the wind's not blowing out, that one gets out, but you play with the conditions, and Estrada got one he could handle and just pulled it in the air and put it out of here to left center, right by the scoreboard. A 2 away, so reset it. Seth Morris will step in. He had a ringing double, a 2 RBI double off the wall his last time up. And now the base is cleared, 2 down. Alina's ready to go, gets the sign from Hernandez, deals, and that one going to be high ball 1. And Cesar landed a little funny out there and goes down to his knee. It'll be ball 1. He's all right. It looks like maybe he just hit the landing zone a little funny with that. No, it's a 1 ball, no strike count. Salinas will fire, and the 1-0 pitch swung on and missed as dropped the hammer on that one and evens it up at 1-1. That one was kind of falling off the plate there at the end. Nice pitch. There's Cesar. So the 1 ball, 1 strike count. And the pitch, and that one's going to run inside corner at the knees. Called strike 2. Beautiful pitch.
Yes. Nice pitch.
Outfield playing deep. Infield, they're pretty much at their normal positions. Let's see what Salinas can come up with here. And the 1-2 delivery, and that one's going to come inside and behind for ball 2. To quote Bob Euchre, just a bit inside. Versus his guys of Harry Doyle. With a 2 ball, 2 strike count. It just slipped out of the hands a little bit. It happens.
2 outs, though.
2-2 pitch, fastball, and that one is going to just miss inside, ball 3.
Wow.
I thought that one was going to be the second K of the ball game. But
yeah, the ump gave it a long look. He did. He thought about that one.
Missed by a whisker inside. So the payoff pitch, first full count of the ball game, and that one will be swung on. It'll be a chopper, and Weiser will get to it, double clutches, and then we'll airmail it as that one is going to go out of play. And so it'll be Seth Morris heading over to second on the E5. And so an error going to keep the inning going for Artesia. Now Julian Rodriguez to the plate.
Oh, that's a shame because with 2 outs and 2 strikes, we're very close to getting out of that inning after such a nicely turned double play. It's
Weiser
still playing.
Yep, Weiser having a double clutch on that and then just sailed it. You hate to see it, so now it'll be Julian Rodriguez to the plate with a runner at second. Artesia trying to keep the inning going. First pitch to Rodriguez, and that one is going to be on the outside corner, called strike one. Rodriguez reached on the single to center, a little blooper. An inning ago, so he's 1 for 1. Now he's got a man in scoring position. And an 0-1 count. Alina's going to come off the rubber. And Morris just going to kind of casually go back over to second. Nobody holding him on over there. And Rodriguez will settle back in. As takes the long look in. Now he checks the runner, and he'll come off the rubber again. With 2 outs, I'm not sure you worry quite so much about the runner at second, Dawn.
Right. And really not anybody to turn around and throw to anyway, because even though Seves was out there sort of teasing and making the runner think that he was going to be right there, there was nobody at the bag for a throw.
Pondo comes over, and I think that's what he was telling him was, hey, don't worry so much about him.
Right. 2 outs, work the batter.
0-1 pitch, and that one is going to be on the outside corner. The sweeping curveball makes it 0-2. No, the no ball, 2 strike count. 2 down. Lovington trying to get out of this one with no more damage being done by the Bulldogs. Salinas in the 0-2 pitch swung on, and that one is fouled off.
Caught a piece of it to stay alive.
Having to come outside in to get a piece of it.
But Salinas still way ahead of this batter.
So 0-2, you don't want to waste pitches, but
Right.
let's see if you can find something that maybe he'll either swing and miss on or maybe drop that little noon to 6 curve that he's shown. And the 0-2 pitch swung on, and that'll be a hard shot. Going to find its way through between third and short as Morris rounds third. He is heading home, and it's an RBI single for the number 9 hitter, Rodriguez. So that'll make it a 6-0 ball game. Make that a 7-0 ball game in favor of Artesia. And that'll turn things over as Fierro to the plate now. So Fierro 2 for 2, doubled in the first, singled in the second. Then he was thrown out 3-6, and he'll take the first pitch into deep center field. That one is going back. Ochoa going back, and it is over his head as he misplays that one. It will get to the wall. Rodriguez rounds second, rounds third. He is heading for home, and it is another score on the board for Artesia. Now 9-0. And they will call that an E8 because that was just a bad misplay by Ochoa. He started in on it and then didn't give himself time to get back, Dawn.
Yeah, it was, and I don't know that the wind had anything to do with that or the sun. I think maybe he didn't get a good jump on it right off the bat. I don't know. We don't know.
So now it'll be Nathan Taylor to the plate, the DH, who's 1 for 2, but that one was a 2-run shot out of here. So now a runner at second and an 8-0 lead. The hole gets deeper for the Cats, and that's a line shot right to Pondo at second, playing in the perfect position. So the line out for out number 3, but the damage is done as 3 more runs come across for Artesia. After 2.5, it's the Bulldogs 8, the Cats trying to get on the board. Back for more Lovington Wildcat baseball in a moment on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com.
Attention shoppers, Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called Smart. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the Smart Hub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app or go to our website at lcecnet.com and look for the Smart Hub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with Smart Hub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
For Artesia in their half of the third, they get 3 runs on 2 hits. Lovington commits 2 more errors, and 1 runner is left on base. So we head to the bottom of the third. It'll be Nick Parra, Damian Nava, and then we'll turn it over for Jaden Hernandez. Alongside Dawn Morgan, I'm TJ Miracle. Thanks for being with us here on a warm but windy afternoon for some district baseball action. We've got some questions going on about That's something. I think we've had some changes in the field for Artesia. We'll just pick them up as we can. And so now it'll be Parra stepping to the plate for his first time up. Madrid still on the hill. And I'm pretty sure that's still Galindo behind the plate. Yeah, it's still Galindo behind the plate. So Madrid still the pitcher and Galindo still the catcher. So we know that.
Right. Your battery has not changed.
So Parra will step in, the Wildcat first baseman, to face off against Madrid, and he'll deal the first pitch on the outside corner with the fastball, strike one. So the Cats in a big hole, trailing 8-0.
First plate appearance for Parra.
Madrid deals, and that one's away and gets away from Galindo, and evens the count 1-1. Damian Nava will come over and retrieve the baseball.
Yeah, Lovington was 4 up, 3 down in the first at bat, then 3 up, 3 down, second at bat. So now here we are with Parra in the 8th slot.
On the 1-1 pitch, and that one right down the pipe as Nick just watches strike number 2. So a 1-ball, 2-strike count. Madrid will put some of them in there in that sweet spot. Lovington has not pulled the trigger on one yet, though. And so the 1-ball, 2-strike count, and that one swung on and missed, and that'll be strikeout number 6 for Madrid. And there's one away for the Wildcats here in this bottom of the third. So now Damian Nava to the plate. Nava has been in a bit of a slump lately. He is overdue to break back out. Nava, the right fielder, settles in, gets ready for Madrid, and he'll kick and fire, and that one will be outside and low, ball 1. Well, 1-ball, no strike count. Outfield about halfway back. Infield just their normal position straight away. And the 1-0 pitch, and that one going to be right down the pipe. Strike number 1.
Wow. Not going to find a much better ball to try to hit than that.
No, you are certainly not.
But as they say, now that he's gotten a look at it, time to bear down on him.
Yep, you see it again.
Tee off on it.
Tee off on it. Closed stance for Nava at the plate. Nobody on, 1 out in the 1-1 pitch. He'll show bunt and wave at it for strike number 2. Kind of slashes at it and waves at it as it goes by. So that'll run the count to 1-2 to the number 9 hitter Nava. And the 1-2 pitch swung on and missed, and down goes Nava. 7th K of the ball game for Madrid, and that'll turn it over to Jaden Hernandez. So Hernandez will step in. He is 0 for 1. So needs to see if he can get something going with 2 down here.
I think with the exception of 1, all the strikeouts have gone down swinging.
And the wind and the first pitch, and swung on and missed, strike 1. Yeah, that's what I've got in my book.
So that's a good thing, as Lovington is not just watching them go by, but trying to get something on the ball, get their timing down.
A 1 pitch swung on and missed as change up from Madrid there will make it strike 2. Now the question is, and when he gets it 0-2, a lot of times he will use the next pitch and just come right at it. He does not waste many. And the 0-2 pitch, curveball swung on, and that'll be a slow dribbler. Could be trouble. Madrid gets to it, turns around, and fires to Fisher at first. 1-3 for out number 3. That is a tough play for a lefty, Dawn, because they've got to field it, and then they have to turn around to get it in position. And Hernandez with good speed, but not quite fast enough that time.
Nope, and even though that was more of a slow roller, I thought it might take enough time to develop that give him enough time to beat out the throw, but not to be.
So we've played 3. It's Artesia 8, Lovington nothing. This is Wildcat Baseball from the Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports.
Attention shoppers, Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called SmartHub. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime, with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the SmartHub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcecnet.com and look for the SmartHub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with SmartHub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
The Cats go 1-2-3 in the bottom of the third. We head to the fourth. Artesia 8, Lovington nothing. With Don Morgan, I'm TJ Miracle. Josh Madrid will lead it off. S.R. Salinas still on the hill for the Cats. And he'll deal the first pitch swung on, and that one is going to be a drive to deep center field. That one is going back, and that one is gone. Third homer of the ball game, and that one to center field. A no-doubter for the pitcher, helping his own cause and getting out of here.
Yeah, just a well hit ball, and the first pitch that he saw, one pitch, one run for Artesia.
And so now 9-0 in favor of the Bulldogs, and so that'll bring Davian Molina to the plate. Molina 0 for 2, grounded into a double play in the first, then popped out to second in the second. So now he will step in with the bases clear, nobody out here in the fourth. Artesia trying to run away and hide in the first pitch, and that one is going to break on the inside corner, strike one. Salinas, you might look and go, ooh, boy, 9-0. But Salinas has not pitched badly.
No,
4 errors behind him.
Not at all. I mean,
he's not helped the cause.
He's had a number of strikes, and in some cases,
one pitch comes inside, sweeps in, ball one.
In some cases, Artesia batters have been up hitting the first or second pitch that they have seen. He has not had to take very many batters deep in the count.
1-1 pitch is up high for ball number 2.
But he has put plenty across in terms of strikes, and has gotten his share of those.
A couple of those errors turn into outs. It's probably about a 3-4 run difference so far, and that one's going to be high, ball 3. Yeah, we're probably looking. The errors cost him 2 runs for sure in the second.
Right.
And they cost him a run.
A run in the third.
A run in the third, yeah. Mm-hmm. So a 3-run difference there, and the 3-1 pitch, and that one's going to be swung on in a hard shot right to Pondo. Tries to backhand it, but he'll boot it. And so another error behind Salinas. And Pondo just backhanding it. He had time to get over there and get in front of it, Don, but just chose not to. So the E4 and Artesia gonna get on first after another Wildcat error, their 5th of the ball game.
And some of the Lovington faithful here and the fans, a little, you might could hear in the background, a little aggravated at that error and previous errors, as Lovington causing some of their own misery here.
So Fisher will step in. He is 1 for 2. He had a Texas leaguer to ride his last time up. Now the runner at first is Molina, and the first pitch to Fisher swung on, and that one is going to be popped up over on the left side as Weiser goes into foul territory, and the wind going to blow that one back in to fair territory, and that's a single, but it is a weird one, a wind-aided single. It took it up into foul ground, and then it blew it back across. A big gust came from left to right and moved it back in. So another little just bloop single for Artesia.
We saw that happen on Monday night with Hobbs Lady Eagles against Roswell in Hobbs, as one of those, almost the same place. It happened in left field, involving the third baseman and left fielder, and the wind just messing around with those balls.
So now to be Cody Johnson to the plate. He reached via an error in the second and then grounded into a double play in the third. So he's 0 for 2. So he'll step in. Salinas in a bit of a jam out there. Leadoff homer to Madrid in the error, and then just the bloop wind-aided single. And so now Johnson will step in, 0 for 2. And with 2 runners on and nobody out in the first pitch to Johnson, fastball going to miss inside, ball 1. So the Cats desperately looking to get out of this inning, get back to the dugout, and see if they can start digging out. Not had an answer for the lefty Madrid yet, but you'd like another crack at him. And the 1-0 pitch, fastball, that one's going to be in the dirt. Ball number 2. Hernandez doing a nice job coming down, blocking that one out to keep everybody right where they're at. Fisher at first, Molina at second. So with 2 ball, no strike count, we do have a courtesy runner over at first for Fisher, looks like. And so the 2-0 pitch swung on, and that one will be on the ground, and that one is going to get past a sliding Pata. That'll get 1 run around as Novel will get to it and get it in, but it'll be an RBI single to right for Cody Johnson. It'll score Molina from second. The courtesy runner for Fisher goes to third, and the RBI single for Johnson as Para That's going to be a hit because I think Parra having to go across his body, come towards second, and go across his body. So I think you do credit that as a hit, even though he did get the glove on it. He had a long way to go. So now it'll be Estrada to the plate. He had a dinger his last time up, and he'll take that one, and that one's going to be popped up over on the left side, and
Foul.
yet that one will get out foul. I was waiting to see if the wind was going to carry it back in before I said strike one. Hits off in the empty spot in the bleachers to our left. So Bulldogs on the corners. Johnson, the RBI single at first. Then we got a courtesy runner for Fisher, who had a bloop single. He stands at third.
Top of the fourth, no outs.
And a pickoff attempt as Parra has to come out of the crouch to get that one.
Got to watch that. Your throw has to be perfectly on target because you've got a runner sitting on third.
Yes, you do. Sometimes you may fake that and then turn around and fire back over to third.
Try to catch him in a little hot box, a rundown.
That'll be Valenzuela standing at third. I wonder if he's related to Fernando. Another pickoff attempt. Back in safely is Johnson. So Valenzuela at third. And Johnson at first. And an 0-1 count to Estrada at the plate. Estrada with the bat on the shoulder. Linus will check the runners, and the 0-1 pitch swung on, and Q shots that one off the end of the bat. Strike two. So now now ahead of the hitter.
Lovington really needs to just work the outs.
Down 10-0, but yeah, you definitely need to get the outs. You'd love to get something on the ground here up the middle. See if you could get another double play. You'd give up the run, as now the runner going to go, and they are going to they're going to call a balk, and so they call the balk on Salinas, and so Johnson will get the free pass to second, and it'll score Fisher, and so a balk. That is not a good one for the Wildcats. So it costs them a run, 3 runs across for Artesia here in this top of the fourth. 2 in the first, 3 in the second, 3 in the third, 3 in the fourth.
Does that not become a ball? No?
No, it does not. It does in softball. It does not in baseball.
Okay.
So it's a no-ball, 2-strike count. Salinas checks the runner. Now he'll go, and that one is going to be in the dirt. Ball 1. Gets away from Hernandez, but he crab walks it up the third baseline, and so that'll keep Johnson over at second. Well, the outfielders playing deep as Estrada settles back into the right side box. Salinas will check the runner. Now the 1-2 pitch swung on and gets a piece of that one. Just a little squirrely foul down by the Artesia dugout. So it stays 1-2. 1-ball, 2-strike count. Of course, Thursday evening. Click towards 6 o'clock. Thanks for being with us tonight here on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com. Salinas checks the runner, and the 1-2 pitch swung on, and that one is going to be high in the air to deep left center. That one could be gone, and it is. It is another dinger for Nia Estrada. This time it is a 2-run blast to left center, pretty much the same place he hit the last one, and the wheels have come off for the Wildcats. It's now 13-0 in favor of the Bulldogs, and there is nobody out here in this top of the fourth inning as Coach Deck going to come out, and I think that may do it for Salinas.
Yes, I do believe we will have a pitching change.
And Salinas, it's not that he has pitched bad. It's just Artesia seems to have his number, and some errors behind him have not
Very
helped
costly.
the cause.
Right, yeah.
We'll wait and see if Coach Deck going to let this continue to go or if he's going to pull somebody in and put him on the hill. As Salinas definitely struggling out there. He's coming over and just talking about what they want to do. And so
looks like they'll stand behind him and just let him know that they need to get out of the inning, try to get those outs as quickly as they can.
Yep. So a 13-0 lead, 5 on the board for Artesia in this half inning. And so now we are going to have a pinch hitter in the game. It'll be Wesson. The Wesson in place of Morris. Of course, we saw him on the basketball court not too long ago.
Right.
So he's definitely familiar with the Wildcats and doing Lovington harm, so wants to do it from a pinch hitting role. Yeah, baseball role, and he'll take the first pitch low and in the dirt for ball number 1. So
Artesia scoring 2 in their first at bat, 3 in the second inning, 3 in the third, and now 5 so far in this fourth inning. Top of the fourth, 13-0.
And the 1-0 pitch to Wesson, swung on and missed, as that'll even it up at 1-1. Wesson wanting all of that one and coming up empty.
And, of course, with a doubleheader tomorrow night, how you manage your pitching is very important. So that may be part of the reason to leave Salinas in here.
Could be in the 1-1 pitch curveball. That one's going to drop in at the letters for a called strike 2. So a 1-ball, 2-strike count. Yeah, with the one game and then the doubleheader, it does definitely put a strain on your pitching. Whoever's got the deepest pitching is going to be usually in the best shape. And the 1-2 delivery on the way, and that one swung on, and it's going to be popped up into shallow center field, and back to it is Aceves, and he will get the pop-up for out number 1. So finally an out on the board for the Wildcats here in the bottom, or rather the top of the fourth. And now Julian Rodriguez to the plate. He's 2 for 2. 2 singles. 1 to center, 1 to left. And he has scored a run. So he'll come in with nobody on and 1 out. SR sets, and he'll come to the plate, swung on, and that one is drilled to deep left field. That's going back, and that one is out of here. Another home run for the Artesia Bulldogs. They are playing home run derby on poor Salinas out there, and now it's 14-0 in favor of Artesia. And that'll turn it over to Evan Fierro. The number 9 hitter puts it out of there on the solo shot. And so now the Lovington faithful cheering and encouraging Salinas on. And so now it'll be Fierro to the plate. He's 2 for 3, reached on an error back in the third. And a double, a single, and the first pitch curveball swung on, and Weiser gets a hand on it, but it'll get off of his glove and roll out into left field. And so another error on the Wildcats. And the Bulldog train just keeps a rolling on. So now it'll be Nathan Taylor to the plate, the big DH. He's 1 for 3. And a homer in the first, the 2-run variety, then popped out in the second and lined out to end the third. So the Bulldogs have batted around 1 out, 1 on. SR deals to the plate, and that one's going to be in the dirt, ball 1. Oh, 1-ball, no strike count. To Taylor. Madrid will wait on deck for the Bulldogs. And I think at some point Ortiz may call the Dogs off. And so the 1-0 pitch, fastball outside for ball number 2. So with 2-ball, no strike count, Lovington just wants to get out of this half inning, as it has been a painful one for him. 6 runs across for Artesia and still just 1 out. Sometimes you're just going to have an inning like that. And the 2-0 pitch, fastball swung on, and that one is heading to the street for strike number 1. Goes out over the left side.
Yeah, occasionally you get into an at-bat for the other team, and it just can feel like a nightmare that just will not end. So when that happens, you just have to focus on 1 out at a time. Just go back to it. And
yeah, can't really worry so much about it, as you never had an inning like that from the mound, did you, Don?
Oh.
No. They knew better than to let me pitch, so I never had an inning like that. But.
I don't really remember any out of control innings like that. Although I do remember running into teams that would pick up and start hitting you more than you'd like for them to.
It's
certainly
good to have
get scored on.
Good to have a pitcher in the booth, because that was one perspective of the game I never had. He stapled at first most of my career. The 2-1 pitch swung on. It'll be a slow roller and foul down the first baseline. Evens it up at 2-2. When you have a noodle for an arm, you can do less damage at first.
Well, you definitely had the height and the stretch for it, too.
I was going to say, being tall and having a decent glove, that was how one college coach put it. You're slow, you don't hit, but your glove's okay. Oh, the 2-2 pitch outside, ball 3. Does make you feel a little better. It's like, well, okay, counting on my fingers is maybe not quite my speed, but...
We all have our strengths and weaknesses, so.
So the 3-ball, 2-strike count runs the count full to Taylor, the DH. Helenas will take the long look in. Hernandez down, and that one's going to be popped up,
Ooh.
and that one hits the top of the netting.
Yeah, I thought that was headed right back here. I was ready to ditch the camera and dive under the board.
So in other words, I'm the one that's got to save the camera. Thanks.
Well, I was ditching it. I was going to take it with
You
me.
were going to take
ditch
it with
the
you.
camera. And,
Well, we
yeah,
know it will
try to-
survive a fall
try
from a
to-
press box. It
try
did
to-
over at Wildcat Stadium. The payoff pitch, that one's going to be low for ball 4, and that's the first walk of the ball game issued by either pitcher. And so now Bulldogs at first and second, and we have batted around, and it'll be the pitcher, Josh Madrid, to the plate, who led this off on a homer to center. So now 2 on, 1 out. Taylor at first, Fierro at second. And Madrid, the lefty, steps in as the nightmare inning continues for the Wildcats.
They do have 1 out, though, and now bases on first and second, a partial force for infield hits.
Yeah, you'd love to see a hard grounder. They've turned a couple of DPs in this ball game. And the first pitch is a curveball, and that one's going to miss for ball number 1. 1 ball, no strike count. Outfield, I think, reasonably deep. And so now Madrid settles back in, a chance to put some more runs on the board in the 1-0 pitch, and that one going to be on the outside corner. And even the count at 1 ball and 1 strike.
Nice pitch.
Where's tomorrow? We'll be in Artesia for a doubleheader. Cat's going to try and put this one behind him, I've got to think, and let's get ready for tomorrow. And so the 1-1 pitch, and that one going to be swung on and missed, as looked like Madrid wanted a 2 or a 3-run homer that time. And
Salinas,
mistimed it a little bit.
yeah, Salinas bringing a little more heat back on that ball. I will say Salinas has pretty good control, really better than good control on that ball. Just doesn't have a lot of speed, but he certainly has good control, I think.
Yes, he does. And the 1-2 pitch, and that one's going to be away for ball number 2. Again, you'd think, oh boy, 14-0, and he's giving up all these dingers, and
Right.
he really hasn't pitched that poorly. It's just Artesia's just kind of zoned in and locked in on him, and Lovington, unfortunately, doesn't have a deep enough pitching pool, and that one will be high for ball number 3. And of course, you got to think about the games tomorrow. You don't want to deplete the pitching that you do have.
Sure.
So that'll run the count full again for the second consecutive batter, this time to Madrid. Salinas will set, and the payoff pitch swung on, and that'll be a line shot, and that's going to find its way through all the way to the wall in the power alley in left center. Takes a funny kick out there, and Coach Ortiz is just going to have him play station to station, so it'll be a single that'll load the bases up. Fierro to third, Taylor to second, Madrid at first, and now Davian Molina to the plate. Molina is 0 for 3. Into a double play in the first, popped out in the third, reached on air and scored in the fourth, but he is 0 for, and we will have a courtesy runner check into the ball game for the pitcher. I believe that'll be Rosh again. Yep, number 4. Rosh in the ball game as the cleanup hitter Molina to the plate, and the first pitch swung on, and that one he fouls it off of his foot, and that is never a pleasant experience.
Ouch. Yeah.
Strike 1.
I just wince when I see that happen because that is painful.
Yes, it is.
And it seems like the less direct that is, the less direct it hits, the more pain it is for some reason. It's just, even if it just barely gets off of your toe or the side of the foot, that seems the most painful.
Oh, it's a no ball, 1 strike count.
Or your ankle.
SR delivers, and that curveball is going to be high and in. Ball 1. And I'll have to check, but I believe Molina is the only Bulldog that is yet to get a hit in this ball game. And so the 1-1 count swung on, and that one is high in the air to right center. That one could be, and it will be, a grand slam for Davian Molina, as that one will go out to right center. So cash them all in on the grand salami. So 4 more runs on the board for the Artesia Bulldogs on the grand slam. And now it is 18-0 in favor of Artesia. And now it'll be Coach Deck. He will make the change. Salinas will stay in the ball game, looks like. He'll head out to the field. And let's see who we're going to put in and put up on the hill. So we will have a new pitcher with the pitching change. Looks like we will put in number 13, and taking over on the hill will be Gonzalez for the Cats. So he will take over the pitching duties. We'll return. This is Wildcat Baseball from the Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports.
We're the pharmacy that you've trusted for over 75 years. Being open for that length of time can only happen with consistency, service, and local engagement. Now a Pharmacy has supported the local youth in City of Lovington for over 75 years. When you need a pharmacist, you can trust that Now Pharmacy will be there for your needs. Go by Now Pharmacy located at 122 West Adams in Lovington today. Now Pharmacy, a proud supporter of the Lovington Wildcats.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
Welcome back to Lovington Wildcat Baseball from the Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports. Alongside Don Morgan, I'm TJ Miracle as Ethan Gonzalez will take over on the hill for the Cats. We will have some changes as it looks like Victor Tejeda will move from left to first, and Cesar Salinas will stay in the game and take over in left field. So now Gonzalez is going to be your new pitcher, as it's been one of those innings for the Wildcats as 10 runs have come across the board and a grand slam ending the day of the starting pitcher Salinas. So it's just been one of those games, one of those innings, Don.
Yeah, it didn't really start that way. It just became an avalanche here in this at bat for Artesia. They scored a couple in their first at bat, 3 in the second, another couple in the third, but then 3 in the third. But then it has just become, the at bat that won't end.
So maybe a new pitcher will bring in a new
sure, just a
little breath of fresh air, and
right. Could be the change that we're looking for, just to signal the start of getting some outs and getting out of this at bat.
So Barrett Fisher will lead it off for the Bulldogs. I say lead it off. There's one out, and he'll be the first one Gonzalez faces. He's 2 for 3. Couple of singles, run scored in this one. So he'll step in. He singled earlier this inning and scored. Scored on a balk of all things. And the first pitch from Gonzalez to Fisher is on the outside corner, strike 1. Gonzalez, a little bit different delivery. So he'll set at the belt, get his sign from Hernandez, and the 0-1 pitch swung on and missed, and just runs it by him. So it's now a no-ball, 2-strike count. Kind of like Gonzalez, we're number 13. Always my favorite number to wear in the 0-2 pitch, and that one's going to be swung on. It's a hard shot on the ground. Aceves will gobble it up, fire across to Tejeda, and out of Victor's glove, and he can't get it back in time. And so another error on the Wildcats.
The
and
throw
it just
really
keeps the line moving.
The throw really pulled him off the bag.
Yeah, it got in the cylinder of the glove, though,
right,
and then he dropped it.
So it's the error on the first baseman and not the throw.
Yeah, it is the E3. So that'll bring Cody Johnson to the plate. He's 1 for 3. Reached on an error in the second. Grounded into a double play in the third and an RBI single and scored earlier this inning. And so the first pitch to Johnson swung on, and that one hits off the light standard and goes down. Find some Artesia fans over down the first baseline. Strike 1. So it's a no ball, 1-strike count. Cody Johnson, the left fielder. The 0-1 pitch swung on, and that one is heading to left field. And I think that one's going to hang up as Salinas going to come in and make the grab just in front of the wall for out number 2. So Salinas grabs the first one he sees in left, and now there is 2 down here in this top of the 4th inning. So they'll bring Estrada to the plate. Estrada 2 for 3, but he's got 2 dingers in this one, including a 2-run blast earlier this inning.
So 2 outs, a run on first. And Estrada up to the plate.
So Estrada, the shortstop, will settle in with a runner at first. And the kick and the pitch from Gonzalez, and that one will be low and away, ball 1. 1 ball, no strike count. Fisher stands at first. So 2 down, but 10 across this inning for Artesia. They lead at 18-0. And the 1-0 pitch swung on, and that one is going to be hammered out to left. I think it's going to go foul, and it will. So a long foul for strike one. Just a long strike one. He was sitting back on that and drilled it. He waits another half heartbeat. That's a line drive off the wall. And so it's a 1-ball, 1-strike count to Estrada. Ethan gets his sign, checks on the runner over at first. Now deals the 1-1 pitch, and that one took something off of it, and it'll nip the outside corner, strike 2.
Yeah, nice pitch. Caught him looking.
So now a 1-ball, 2-strike count. And so the 1-2 delivery coming up from Gonzalez. Checks the runner and the 1-2 pitch, fastball, and that one just going to miss low for ball 2. Pretty close pitch there. Under the 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-ball, 2-strike count. Tejeda holding the runner, Fisher on over at first. 2-2 delivery, and that one going to be in there. Called strike 3. Ring him up and sit him down. Strikes him out looking, and there is finally 3 away for the Artesia Bulldogs, but they do the damage. 10 runs across as we head to the bottom of the 4th. The Cats in a hole, 18-0. Wildcat baseball continues on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com.
It's no secret, at some point you'll have a question or need to replace or fix something on your vehicle. Whether your vehicle's new or ancient, Lovington Auto Supply is your trusted advisor when you need dependable auto parts. Not only do they have the parts you need, they have real answers to your real automotive questions, and that helps keep your vehicle running longer and stronger. Quality parts, helpful people. Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington, your Napa Auto Store.
The Lovington School District encourages you to support our local youth. Lovington Wildcats fight through difficulties with perseverance and grace. Lovington has the best school district in Lee County and are Wildcat proud. The Lovington School District thanks everyone for the tremendous support and understanding as we continue to learn and grow through the ever-changing times. So listen up and join in as the Lovington School District says, good luck, Wildcats. We are so proud of you.
Back here at Wildcat Park as the Bulldogs do the damage. 10 runs on 7 hits, 3 Wildcat errors, and 1 runner left on base as Madrid will step in to face off against 2, 3, and 4, Ochoa, Pondo, and Tejeda. With Don Morgan, I'm TJ Miracle. The Cats still looking for their first hit in this ball game. So Madrid with a no-hitter going through 3. I'm hoping that brings the announcer jinx into existence in the first pitch. And Ochoa going to foul it back to the screen for strike 1. So Ochoa 0 for 1. Madrid still on the hill and has been very efficient. He's only faced 1 over the minimum, and that was when Pondo reached on an error back in the first. Oh, the lefty Madrid kicks and fires, and that one high in the air to shallow right field as coming in on it, and that one will drop, and yep, the jinx goes, and Morris will misplay it, and that'll move Ochoa over to second. So it is a single and then an E9 to get Cayman Ochoa over to second base. And so the first hit of the ball game is in the books for the Wildcats. And so now Micah Pondo to the plate. 0 for 1, but did reach via the error. So maybe that'll start the Wildcat train moving. You'd like to get a couple of runs so you feel a little better about the effort this afternoon. So Madrid will check off on the runner over at second. And comes to the plate and fouled out of play on the right side. Strike 1 to Pondo. Pondo, number 3 hitter for the Cats. Tejeda waits on deck.
Best opportunity Lovington has had so far in the game to put a runner across the plate.
Yep, first runner in scoring position on the afternoon for the Wildcats. Lindo gives the sign, sets up on the inside, and swung on and missed. He makes the count, no balls and 2 strikes. Of course, tomorrow we got a doubleheader in Artesia, 5 o'clock, game 1. The Cats want to fight back in this one if they can. The 0-2 pitch swung on and gets it off the end of the bat and back to the screen So the count will remain 0-2.
I swung at that really late. I think just last second, wanting to spoil it off if he could and save himself in case it was going to hit the outside corner and be a call strike. So spoiled it off and stays alive at the bat.
Ochoa stands at second. Had a bloop single and then moved to second on a fielding error. And so setting up will be Madrid. Sets at the letters. Now comes to the plate. And the 0-2 inside. That hit him?
Yeah.
Nope. I don't know how it didn't hit him, but it'll be ball one. Oh, 1 ball, 2 strike count.
He did a little cha-cha-cha in the box, though. Might have kept him from getting it.
Oh, it's a 1-2 delivery as Madrid fires the fastball.
Ooh.
And that's a line shot. Going to find its way through into right field. Morris will get to it and bring it in as Coach Deck going to hold Ochoa up at third, but Pondo singles to right, and so back-to-back singles have Cats at the corners.
Nice. So Wildcats finally coming alive and getting a little something started offensively for themselves.
Nobody out, Cats at the corners, Pondo at first, Ochoa at third, and now Victor Tejeda to the plate. Tejeda 0 for 1, but a chance to try and cash in some of his teammates for the cleanup hitter. Well, Madrid going to look in, gets the sign from Galindo, and flashing a bunch of them out there. Now he's ready to go as he'll set up around the chin this time. In comes to the plate, runner goes, and that one's right back up the middle. It's going to be stabbed by Madrid. He'll go to second and then over to first, and not in time. And they pulled the runner off a second, or did they get him? Nope, they're going to say that they got him. So Pondo is out 1-6 for out number 1. It will cash in Ochoa, so the Cats are on the board. And so the RBI, fielder's choice for Tejeda. Nope, he didn't go. So
he didn't go.
Yeah, darn it.
Still at third.
Still at third. So there's Cats at the corners with 1 across. Tejeda with the fielder's choice. I got to scratch the RBI off. So Chavez will step in. Still Cats at the corners, 1 down. And the first pitch swung on and missed as Jonathan makes a hack at it, but comes up empty on the outside fastball. Run the count, no balls, 1 strike. Leading off is Tejeda at first. Ochoa over at third. As Madrid gets his sign and kicks and fires, and that one's going to be fouled back to the netting. Strike 2. Cesar going to come over and collect the baseball, get it back to normally the man in blue, but they were in black today, so the man in black. Oh, it's a no ball, 2 strike count. 1 down, Cats at the corners. Leading off is Tejeda at first, holding him on his Fisher. Madrid slowing way down with runners on base. And the 0-2 pitch swung on and missed as got him on the changeup. That'll be strike 3 to Aceves. And there's 2 down, so now Cesar Salinas to the plate. He flew out to right his last time up.
You don't want to leave your runners on. Waited this long in the game and finally got some runners on. Opportunity to score for Lovington. They don't want to leave them stranded. Need to bring them in.
Well, let's see. And the first pitch to Salinas is going to be high for ball number 1.
And Salinas, as narrow as his strike zone is, I'm not sure you just, wait to just make him pitch to you.
Yeah, make him throw you a juicy one just to try and get a strike. And the pitch, up and in. So ball number 2. With 2 ball, no strike count. Ochoa stands at third, had a leadoff single. And Tejeda on a fielder's choice over at first. 2 down, and the pitch up and away, ball 3. Weezer waits on deck for the Cats. So let's see if the take sign will be on from Coach Deck out to Salinas. With runners at the corners, 2 outs. So he's got something he can handle. Maybe he's got the green light, and that one will be on the inside corner, strike 1.
Threw the strike when he had to.
Yep. So it'll be a 3-1 ball, 3-1 count. 2 much to not enough the score. And the 3-1 pitch swung on and missed, and down goes Salinas.
Nope, just 2.
Nope.
Full count now.
Okay, now it's a full count. For some reason, I was getting ahead of myself. So now we go. Now we'll do 3 and 2. First full count seen by a Lovington hitter today, and the payoff pitch swung on, and that'll be a roller towards Rodriguez. Has to handle it and then airmails it, but somehow stretching up and getting it is Fisher for out number 3. So score that one 5-3 for out number 3. The Cats threaten but come up empty. We head to the 5th. It's all Artesia in this one. Wildcat baseball continues in a moment from the Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports.
Attention shoppers. Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called SmartHub. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the SmartHub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcecnet.com and look for the SmartHub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with SmartHub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
The Cats threaten in the bottom of the 4th but come up empty. No runs on 2 hits, 1 error committed by Artesia, and 2 runners left on. We head to the 5th inning, and leading it off for Artesia, it'll be Diego Wesson. He'll be followed by Julian Rodriguez, and then it'll turn the lineup over to Devin Fierro. Alongside Don Morgan, I'm TJ Miracle. Thanks for being with us on this beautiful Thursday evening for baseball, even though it has unfortunately not been too beautiful a game for the Wildcat faithful. Artesia leading this one big time, 18-0. So Wesson will step in. He popped out his last time up. He is 0 for 1. And he'll take the first pitch from Gonzalez. Swung on and fouled over to the left side. Strike 1. We're in the bottom of the 5th. If Lovington can't put 9 runs on the board, this will be a run rule ball game. 0-1 count. Lovington would love to get out of this one quickly if they could. And the 0-1 pitch to Wesson. And that one's going to break in there. Strike 2. Good pitch from Gonzalez. Oh, a no ball, 2 strike count. Wesson is the hitter. As Gonzalez sets at the belt and brings the 0-2 swung on, and that'll be a little comebacker. Soft one as Gonzalez gets it, fires to Tejeda at first. Plenty of time. 1-3 for out number 1. And that is the first time in the ball game that we have gotten the leadoff hitter. So a good sign for the Cats here in the 5th. So now it'll be Julian Rodriguez to the plate. Rodriguez is 3 for 3. Couple of singles and a dinger in this one. He scored a couple of runs. So the number 9 hitting third baseman takes the first pitch, and that one's right up the middle, and that one is off the foot of Gonzalez and will ricochet out into right field. So a weird single for Rodriguez, and so that'll be a runner on with 1 out. That was a hard shot back up the middle.
It was.
Gonzalez says he's all right.
Yeah, he kind of worked his ankle around a little bit. It could not have felt good, that's for sure.
No, it could not have. And so that'll turn it over to Devin Fierro. He's 2 for 4. Reached on a couple of times. He's reached via the error. Double in the first, single in the second. Reached on an error in the third, and then an error in the fourth. And so runner at first is Rodriguez. Reached on a ricochet off of the pitcher Gonzalez into right field. So he stands at first. Tejeda holds him on. Gonzalez will throw over there, and Tejeda come up out of the crouch to get it. Out of his stretch. But handles it. Fierro is the hitter at the plate. And the pitch swung on, and that one is going to be into shallow center field. And coming up on it is Ochoa, and makes the grab for out number 2. So the fly out to center, and there are 2 down. So that'll bring Nathan Taylor, the DH, to the plate. He is 1 for 3. His last time up, he walked and scored. A 2-run blast in the first, popped out to short in the second, lined out to second in the third, or rather the fourth. Then walked. And the first pitch, and that one will be on the outside corner, strike one. Good pitch as he just tickled that outside corner. So a no ball, 1 strike count. Leading off of first is Rodriguez. Gonzalez will check, and the 0-1 pitch swung on, and whoa, gets him well out in front of that one. Taylor swings out of his shoes for strike 2. Oh, it's a no ball, 2 strike count. All Artesia in this one, but Lovington trying to find some positives. Finally got their first hits in the bottom of the 4th. They'd like to get out of this one with no damage done. Get to the dugout and see if they can get a couple of runs on the board. The 0-2 pitch swung on, and that's a hard shot. It'll go to second. Pondo get it, and it'll be a foot race, and he will win that foot race as Tejeda got a little bit out of position going for the ball. Pondo very quickly, though, and so a ground out to the second baseman unassisted. And so the Bulldogs will send 4 up, but 3 go down. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Artesia in the lead. Lovington wants to get some runs. We'll be back. This is Wildcat Baseball from New Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports.
Attention shoppers. Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called SmartHub. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime, with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the SmartHub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcecnet.com and look for the SmartHub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with SmartHub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
In Artesia's half of the 5th, no runs on 1 hit, no errors committed, and 1 runner left on. We head to the bottom of the 5th. The Cats have got to get the offense going if they want to see a 6th inning. They trail this one 18-0 with Dawn Morgan alongside. I'm TJ Miracle. Thank you for being with us wherever you are on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and the Lovington tab at HobbsAmerica.com. Weiser will lead it off for your Wildcats, 0 for 1. He'll be followed by Gonzalez and then Nava. So the lefty Madrid still on the bump for the Bulldogs, trying to preserve the shutout for Artesia. And so the first pitch to Ryan swung on, and that one is deep to right center field. That's going back, and that one will bounce off the wall. Weiser rounds first. He is heading to second, having a little trouble getting it. Is Morris at the wall, and it is a leadoff double to right for Ryan Weiser.
Nice hit.
He was sitting back waiting on that one.
He was.
So now it'll be Ethan Gonzalez to the plate. Gonzalez, his first plate appearance of the varsity district season. Came on in relief on the hill here in that disastrous 4th inning, but managed to settle things down finally. So he'll try and help his own cause with the man in scoring position, and the first pitch to Gonzalez is going to be high for ball 1.
As Weiser hit the first ball he saw, he was waiting nicely. Solid hit.
Yeah, he wasn't wasting any time. And we've seen Madrid a lot of times throw a good first pitch, and Lovington has just kind of watched it. As the 1-0 pitch, and that one is going to be at the belt outside corner. Evens things up at 1-1. So the 1 ball, 1 strike count. Cats trying to put 1 on the board at least here in the 5th. It's probably a foregone conclusion that, of course, as long as you got strikes and outs to play with, nothing is a foregone conclusion in baseball. A 1-1 pitch, and that one a curveball nicely placed. And Gonzalez going to take it for strike 2.
Yeah, some late movement on that.
So it's a 1 ball, 2 strike count. Gonzalez is the hitter, runner at second. Weiser, and the pitch swung on and missed, and that one's going to be in the dirt. It will be a strikeout. It's away from the catcher Galindo, and he'll toss it down to first. 9th strikeout of the game for Madrid, and on the pass ball, on the pass ball and on the throw, Weiser will move down to third. And so 1 down is now Damian Nava to the plate. Weiser stands at third. Lovington going to try and cash in the run, and the first pitch, Nava takes a mighty cut at it, becomes up empty, strike one. Went 18-0. And the wind in the pitch, Nava gonna sail on that one, 18-0 the score. So the Cats, though, trying to get one on the board. Take the moral victory if you can put one across. Madrid trying to preserve a shutout. Well, Madrid kicks and fires, swung on, and that one is high in the air to deep left field. That's going back as drifting over is Johnson, and he will get it at the track, but tagging up and coming in, it'll be a sac RBI for Damian Nava, and the Cats are on the board.
Long hit ball, and that's exactly what the Cats needed. If it wasn't going to make it all the way over the fence, at least it was long enough to be able to score the run.
So the third hit of the ball game, and finally the Cats are on the board. So you got to take some heart from that. The bat's finally coming around a little bit here in the last couple innings as Jaden Hernandez will foul off the first pitch he sees from Madrid, strike one. So Madrid loses the no-hitter in the fourth. He loses the shutout in the fifth. Still in line for the big win, but Lovington wants to chip away as much as they can. And a big swing from Hernandez, strike two. And so the Cats still fighting and manage to put a run across. Now the base is clear with 2 outs. Hernandez 0 for 2. And the pitch swung on and missed, and that'll be strike three. 10th strikeout of the ball game for Madrid, and that'll do it for the Lovington Wildcats. But they do get a run on a hit, no errors, nobody left on base. We'll come back and wrap this one up and get you ready for tomorrow. Wildcat Baseball from No Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports.
We're the pharmacy that you've trusted for over 75 years. Being open for that length of time can only happen with consistency, service, and local engagement. Now Pharmacy has supported the local youth in City of Lovington for over 75 years. When you need a pharmacist, you can trust that Now Pharmacy will be there for your needs. Go by Now Pharmacy located at 122 West Adams in Lovington today. Now Pharmacy, a proud supporter of the Lovington Wildcats.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
Welcome back to Lovington Wildcat Baseball. This is the postgame show here on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com. The Cats falling in the single round of the district games against Artesia. Of course, there'll be a doubleheader tomorrow. They fall 18-1 in this one. Final line score in this one for Artesia, 18 runs on 17 hits. They commit 2 errors, and they only leave 5 runners on base. For the Wildcats, they get 1 run on 3 hits. They commit 7 errors, and some of those were very costly errors, and they leave 2 runners stranded on base. So if you're the Cats now, Dawn, you just have to put it behind you and get ready for your doubleheader in Artesia tomorrow.
That's right. You look back at the book tonight, and you, if you're a player or your coach, and kind of see what happened today. And, you look to tighten up some things that Lovington needs to work on is cutting down those fielding errors. And they can help their cause offensively by not giving up so many runs through errors. So that's one way to tighten up the game, and to also look and just see they suffered an awful lot of strikeouts today. Maybe you look at what's going on with the batters. Maybe try to eke out another few hits if you can. Of course, likely to face a different pitcher, at least for at least
sure.
part of the game. Yeah, at least you're going to, unless you may see one of them in relief or something later on. But definitely some things to look at and work on and to get over there and get ready for that doubleheader on the road. So
we'll be right here on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel about a little before 5 o'clock tomorrow. Madrid gets the win in this one, by the way, and Salinas will take the loss. So tomorrow I'll be flying solo over in Artesia. You'll be in Roswell, so just up the road from me with the Hobbs Lady Eagles softball squad tomorrow on the Lee County News and Sports YouTube channel.
Madrid struck out 9, didn't walk any batters in earning that win for Artesia. And, of course, there were several home runs, lots of solo dingers by Artesia again today, and a couple of 2-run home runs, and, of course, the grand slam. So Lovington giving up an awful lot of runs through home runs over the fence as well today.
Yeah, they certainly did. So what else can you say? Yeah, I think we just leave it right there and get ready for the doubleheader tomorrow from Artesia right here on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel. And so with that, my friends, we will put a wrap on it. Too much Artesia on this Thursday evening. Wildcat Baseball has been brought to you by Lovington Auto Supply, the Lovington Schools, Eunice Pump and Supply, Bob's Thriftway, the Lee County Electric Cooperative, and Nowell Pharmacy. For Don Morgan, I'm TJ Miracle saying so long from Wildcat Park. You've been listening to and watching the Lovington Wildcats from New Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports. Good night, everybody.